Hello, I'm Karis Evans and welcome to Print 7 News, bringing you the latest stories from the last week in the print industry. This week, manufacturer for litho industry secures £60 million, BPIF celebrates graduates and award winners, Drytac talks all things floor graphics, and Mondi partnership gets tails wagging. First, a manufacturer and supplier of aluminium flat-rolled products for lithographic printing has secured £60 million in funding. Bridgenorth Aluminium will use the funding from HSBC UK to move into the drinks and retail sectors. The company has served the lithography industry for 90 years, so the asset-based lending scheme will see it turn a new corner in order to diversify and grow further. Next. The British Printing Industries Federation recently celebrated the achievements of individuals over the past 2 years. Hosted at St Bride's Hall in London, the event brought together graduates who had completed their Level 5 management course with the BPIF. Level 2, 3 and 5 apprentices were also recognised for their achievements. Awards worth up to £1,000 were given out. Now, wall and floor graphics are an area of wide format print that has boomed over the last couple of years. Drytac is a company that has been operating within this sphere and has seen different markets ebb and flow. We spoke to Sean Holdham, Global Product Manager of Drytac, about all things wide format wall and floor graphics.
So we're a self-adhesive coating business, so we put adhesives onto many different types of substrates. And with that in mind, a large part of our business is self-adhesive materials for the graphics industry, so for signage, for vehicle applications, for retail, a whole host of different things that are around the world currently. And by putting adhesive on materials, the adhesive either can be long-term, short-term, and we put it on all kinds of different products to create different environments and different applications. Laminates are crucial to our industry and have been crucial to our industry since it began, to be fair. They provide essential protection to a print. They provide either a matte or a gloss finish. They can change the properties of that product to provide extra certification for fire, for safety, and more recently we've seen social distancing messages that have had to have anti-slip laminates over the top of a print. So they are really crucial in providing a number of elements to make a print more durable and to actually offer a different kind of surface or result. The last 18 months for all of us, not just in business but personally, has been a struggle. Obviously we've lived in a world that's been hit by a pandemic that's caused problems in any business. And that saw us go through quite a few phases over the last 18 months. From the first lockdown, we didn't know whether we were all going to be open or not or whatever. The government then realised quite quickly that signage and graphics were a requirement. That became key worker status for all of the print industry. At that point, we had the explosion, I've never seen anything quite like it in my life, of floor graphics. We saw all these little circles on the floor telling us to keep 2 metres apart, and that was everywhere you went, and that was that kept us very busy for an awful long time. And I think now what's changed, certainly over the last 3 to 4 months, has been those health and safety messages, don't come here, don't go there, stay 2 metres apart, etc., has now changed into subtle messaging, but marketing messaging along the same time. So Drytac, we were lucky enough to keep producing throughout. The other side part of our business is we're involved in the medical industry. We make medical adhesives on different applications. So we've always been involved in production. In the general print industry, obviously everybody realised quite quickly you need to print onto packaging, you need to print signage, and you need to print messaging. So the government realised quite quickly that printers and print providers were key workers within the last 12 months. So that basically meant this whole evolution of people requiring slip-resistant laminates for flooring was huge. It was absolutely huge. I don't think there'll be one supplier or one competitor that hasn't seen the same explosion in requirement as we have. The last 18 months for us all has been challenging, and I think we're lucky in the fact that we've managed to retain all of our staff. And what we're trying to do now is Though we have made our successes in certain areas, it's now trying to develop the next range of products, give back to wherever we can do, and try and make a stable foundation for our business, but also share the knowledge and education we have with our team around the world, with all of our customers. Because by educating our customers to know what they do, how they do it, and make it better, hopefully we can make them more profitable too.
And finally, fine paper and packaging company Mondi has partnered with the Vefo Group to create a range of recyclable materials for dog food packaging. Mondi seeks to be sustainable by design and uses paper wherever possible and plastic only when it is useful. The company's latest mono-materials solution was used for dog food brand How How Champion and distributed in Finland. That's all for this week's Print 7 News, but for now you can stay up to date with all of the news in the industry at printmonthly.co.uk. View much more video content over on our Print 7 News YouTube channel, or join in with the conversation on Twitter and LinkedIn. We'll see you next week.